What's up, everybody? Today is probably going to be a very fast PC build. We'll try and milk it a little bit, but there is there's not a lot of components. It's a very small budget computer build today, but it should be pretty fun. It should be pretty fun if I could talk. Wow. You get the case out over here, and we'll be ready to go. All right, what's up, Sky? How we doing? Jatana Automatic, how we doing? All right, here is today's build. I'm gonna bring this over just a little more. So there we go. So this is today's build. This is a super budget computer. This is for someone who's wanting to see if their daughter will enjoy doing some like PC gaming, so like Roblox and Fortnite and stuff. So super low budget. We're going with a Ryzen 5 8500G. This is AMD's new line of CPUs that has a actually really powerful onboard graphics chip. So that's what we'll be using for the graphics card for this computer. Got a 512 gigabyte SSD, little 8 terabyte, sorry, little 8 gigabyte DDR5 RAM, this little micro ATX motherboard from ASRock, 550 watt power supply, and of course, per their request, this adorable pink case. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Formerly MJ. Okay, I thought the picture looked familiar, but I wasn't totally sure, so I didn't want to assume. How's everybody doing? What's going on? My shirt does kind of match the case. Excuse me. Silvio coming in with the sub. Dylan coming in with the sub as well. Appreciate that. I did not plan that, actually. I didn't really think about it this morning. I just put on a shirt that I like. This is a Steffi Evans shirt. I just put on a shirt that I like, and yeah, it just happens to match. Sleepy X Jim coming out with the sub on YouTube. Thank you. I think we're getting all of these subs from when we were offline, so those might be popping up for a hot minute. All right, let's, oh, I forgot to turn this light on too. Ahmed says, touch your nose. No, just kidding. Okay, let's just make sure. Nope. How are we gonna do these things? Why did this get all messed up? My whole camera angle thing got all messed up. So we're just gonna fix this real quick. There we go. How's that? There. Fixed it. That was weird. What? That wasn't weird. Yo, what's up, Timbo? Been working out, looking a little thick lately. More like thick. No, not really working out. Mostly just been like working on my truck and like the truck that I bought at auction and stuff recently. So just like doing more things that like require strength. And so, you know, just been building it up a little bit, you know. But no formal like exercise really. I mean, I do get some amount of exercise, but it's mostly just like walking from my office to the house for lunch and back. It's like an hour, or not an hour, whoa. It's about a mile each way. So I get about 2 miles of walking in most days to try and, you know, get a little exercise. And now that it's like 90 plus degrees, it, you know, it gets good exercise. Plus, you know, you get a little sweat going, burn some extra calories. I got another truck. I did sort of get another truck. So this truck, I bought it at an auction. We're gonna resell it as soon as the title shows up. Here, let me show you guys a picture. So it looks like this. So that's the truck I bought. It's a 2007. It's got a diesel in it, 4-wheel drive. You know, super basic interior, but everything runs really well. It's got under 200,000 miles, which sounds like a lot, but it's a diesel, so it'll last forever. Manual locking hubs, you know, air conditioning works great, all that sort of good stuff. Muscly boy. Well, how much time should we like kill here before we actually start building? Because this is going to be a very short PC build, so I'm kind of want to hang out, you know, kill some time before before the stream is over, you know. Yeah, that's kind of my thought. Is like it'll be a really nice work truck. It's got like the tow package and stuff, so like it's got the brake booster for your trailer, all that sort of stuff in it too. So it's gonna be a great truck for somebody. We just don't know who that's gonna be yet until I can get the title and put it up. I paid less than 7,000 for it. I think I can get 9-ish for it. And I put in, so I probably put in an extra $400 or $500 into it on top of like what I paid to buy it to just like fix up a few things. And I just like did all the work myself. But yeah, I think, I don't know what I'll actually be able to sell it for, but you know, I'm hoping that I can get at least like 7,500, maybe 8,000 for it. We'll see. Cause I think all in I'm at like, I don't know, 6,600 or something like that. Oil costs a lot when you need 15 quarts of it for a truck. It's a lot. Do a kickflip. I cannot do a kickflip. I never really got into skateboarding because I don't think I'm like naturally talented at that. And yeah, I tried skateboarding a little bit. I've done some like longboarding and I can, you know, do that okay. But yeah, there will never be a time where you'll see me do a kickflip because there'll never be a time where I can do a kickflip. I think we're beyond that in my 30s at this point. I don't think it's worth investing my time into learning how to kickflip. Smoke Eater, what's up? Howdy, howdy. Throw it online for 9,500. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my plan. It's like I'll just put it up for like 9,500, something like that, and then, you know, first person that offers me like 8,000 for it or something, like, well, I'm gonna sell it. Like I don't want it sitting in my driveway any longer, and my wife wants the money back. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's let's meander our way into this computer build, shall we? So this entire computer is less than $500. So if you bought this yourself, you would spend less than $500 for this computer, and it is a gaming computer. It's got a Ryzen 5 with the really nice APU built in. You can play Fortnite. You can play most AAA-ish games, at 1080p low settings with this. So I'm pretty excited to do this build, and we're gonna do a video and a bunch of benchmarks on it to see, how capable is a PC that you can build for under $500. And here's more important: not only is it under $500, but you're also building a PC that is quote unquote modern, right? Like you're on the AM5 platform, so you have an AM5 CPU, you've got the AM5 socket for your motherboard. It's DDR5 RAM, all this stuff. Like, it's not high end, it's going to be upgradable, but like you're already using modern hardware, right? So like eventually down the road, like maybe they want more than 8 gigs of RAM. It's an under $500 computer. So eventually, like, maybe they want more RAM, and so they're going to, they'll swap out this kit of DDR5 for another kit of DDR5, but they don't need a new motherboard. They don't need to change anything else. Like all of that stuff, it's already like a modern new gen computer, and it's just upgrade over time. So that's kind of the beauty of it. Like you can build a $500 like gaming PC for less, but I'm not a good car salesman. I'm not a good salesman in any way. But you could build a $500 gaming PC, that's used, but then there's not really an upgrade path if you buy like a used, like a game PC with older gen hardware and stuff, right? Like once it's kind of reached the end of its life, it's at the end of its life. You can't just sit there and piecemeal upgrade, other than maybe like you keep the case and power supply and upgrade the rest, and maybe the SSD. But with this, like one thing at a time, you'll be able to upgrade over time, and it's only $500. So, all right, let's get into it. I'll stop rambling. All right, take that out of here, because we are going to need that. SATA cables, we won't need those. We don't need this manual. M.2 bolts, we might need one of those. Okay, nothing else in there. No, yeah, I am a terrible salesman. Like I will just tell you how it is, and if that means you want to buy whatever I'm selling, then you'll buy it. If not, then you won't, and I won't stop you. It's kind of weird as a computer builder, but it's kind of nice because people kind of, other than just like telling people that I do a good job and show them my work, I don't really sell people. People come to me and I build it for them, How we doing, lemons? All right, Ryzen 5 8500G with the built-in cooler that we will be using. Okay. Bad dude, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? All right. Here we go. It's hard when it's reversed up there, It's hard. Makes it hard to. Okay. Got that in there. Get out of the way. Okay. Now, we've got this. We've got our SSD. Let's get our SSD in here. Mr. Beeringer, welcome to Tier 2. Sheesh. Wow. He just skipped straight over Tier 1. He's like, nah. Tier 2. I'm a Tier 2 around here. Appreciate that, man. How are you today? Could they add a GPU down the road if they wanted to? Yes. They will have to be cognizant of the power supply. So the power supply is a 550 watt. So you're likely like nothing above like a 4060. You're gonna want to keep it to like a very budget GPU. But again, if they wanted to change the power supply down the road, they can do that as well if they are so inclined. So yes, and that was kind of the point, and that's what I told him when he was looking into building something or buying something, and the ones that he was looking at on Amazon were positively ancient for similar prices. I'm talking 4th gen Intel CPUs. 4th gen. We're on 14th right now. And I was like, dude, you can't buy this. Like, let's figure out how you can buy one from me, because I just cannot let you buy that. So that was kind of the idea, is that for now, like, they're not really sure how much their daughter's going to use it, and if she's really going to get into it. If she does really get into it down the road, they can upgrade it and add a GPU and whatever down the road, add some more storage, more RAM, whatever. But for now, you know, this will be her starter PC, and they'll figure out together if it's something that's worth pursuing more, you know. I saved him. XM4, what up? How we doing? Okay, so we got our 8500G in here. We've got our 512. This is actually a SATA M.2 drive. A lot of these choices really just came down to like an absolute max budget of like $500. So the reason why we only have a single stick of 8 gigs of DDR5 is it was only like $20. The reason why we only have a 512 gig SSD, it was only like $20, or I think it was just under $30. So if you're questioning why we've made some of these choices, well, we're given a pretty hard limit in terms of the cost of the system. So, you know, sacrifices have to be made at some point, you know, when you get low enough in budget. So I just tried to make the most acceptable sacrifices possible, right? There's only so much you can do. All right. Doing good, how are you? I am doing good, man. I'm doing good. Where is my CPU fan header up there? Okay, so we can go that way. Yeah. All right, so the way this goes on, I took those brackets off, and then this just sits right on top of the studs there. We'll see if we can get one started. That one started. There we go. Now all those holes look like this. For being the stock cooler, you'd think they would have made it just a little bit easier to install, but oh well. All right, now that I got them all started, I'm just gonna kind of work my way around so that no one of them is like really loose. I don't wanna cause any weird issues with the motherboard. Okay. All right, there you go, CPU cooler installed. This is it's a 6-core CPU, and again, budget. So that's kind of how we ended up with rocking the stock cooler. And don't worry, the stock cooler from AMD is like 1,000,000 times better than the stock cooler from Intel. So it is actually a usable cooler. You build these PCs for sale? Yes, this is a pre-sold computer. Yeah. Okay. I give him the extra 16 gigabytes of DDR4 I have, but it's DDR4? Yeah, exactly. It is DDR5 required. Now, if someone wanted to donate some money to the point where we could pay for, putting in like a 32 gig kit, which costs about $100, we could do that. All right. Cute little 8 gigabyte kit here. Yep, we are making this one for somebody. I don't know if you guys have heard of Southern Metal Gaming. So he's buying this for his daughter to use. She's gonna play some Roblox and Fortnite and stuff. All right, and that's it. just like that. That's all that goes on here. CPU with an APU built in, stock cooler, SSD, our 1 stick of RAM, and that's it. So let's get our case. I need to get me 32 gigs. Are CPU air coolers necessary? I mean, some form of CPU cooler is absolutely necessary. Red is one of the most reputable PC builders I've ever seen stream before. Dude's built PCs for a lot of different high-powered streamers. It's true. I do build computers for some big-time streamers. I built Stone Mountain PC like literally within the last month. I've actually built him 3 PCs now, but I just finished building him another computer. Rexzilla, if you've heard of Rexzilla, I've built his stream PC earlier this year. Jay, as in Jay Laner, built him a stream PC earlier this year, I think. Yeah, lots of people. Would this be a little underpowered for games like COD? Yeah, it'll be a little underpowered for trying to play COD. Thankfully, like COD isn't really on the docket for them. Like she's looking at Fortnite and like Roblox. So, but to answer your question directly, yes, it would be a little underpowered for that. Come on. Why would you do this? Okay, got that panel off. We've got a couple of fans in here. Pull this back panel off. This is the big dog's PC builder. I don't know about that. Alrighty. So this comes with, you know, a couple of RGB fans built in. I don't think they're ARGB, I think. Oh no, they are. Would you look at that? They are addressable RGB. That's pretty cool. So we've got some addressable RGB fans, and we've got spots for other fans, but this is such a low-powered build that there's really no need for extra fans. If they add a GPU down the road, they might want to throw some extra fans in there, but for now, this is it's totally fine. Stone Mountain's PC build is fire. Hey, thank you. I'm still just amazed, like, it's kind of just funny, like, how much fancier and nicer that build is than most people's computer, and it's just his stream PC. But yeah, the expectation on this one is that I think it, from what I've seen, it'll average around 80 FPS in Fortnite at 1080p lower settings. This does not have a GPU. Koro Sensei. So the only, or at least not a discrete, it doesn't have a discrete GPU. They'll be gaming off of the APU on the Ryzen 5 8500G. Okay, so that stuff is all in here. Let's get this undone, out of the way. Okay. Anything else in our way right now? No? Okay, and it looks like we're missing a couple of bolts here. Right? No? No, I guess not. Just two, huh? Just two for MATX. Make sure those are in line. I think this one does need to come down though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one needs to come down a slot. So let's do that real quick. That's not the right size, is it? You guys might notice, I guess you can't see it in this, but I actually got a third camera. So we're actually using a little bit nicer camera up here now. And I tried to set up the over-the-shoulder cam like quickly today, but for some reason it's not showing up in OBS. And I'm wondering if the cable I bought is not everything it was meant to be. All right. The cable says it can do 4K video and all that nonsense, but it doesn't seem to be working. OBS is booty? What would you use instead? It's not an OBS problem, it's a cable problem. All right, there we go. All of our bolts are lined up. Yeah, if you don't like OBS, what would you use instead, man? Sorry, accidental gibberish. Do I make ASUS PC builds? I was just reading Timbo's previous comment, sorry. Yo, what's up, Southern Metal? Welcome in. How we doing? All right, there we go. Here we go. Look how cute this is. Do I make ASUS PC builds? I mean, I use ASUS components. I don't know what you would consider an ASUS PC build. Like, are you talking like using all ASUS stuff or something? Like, I use ASUS components all the time, especially their GPUs. I use their motherboards quite a bit as well, but I don't use much of anything else besides that. Yeah, I want to know if OBS is booty, what you using instead. But I'm pretty sure the issue is not OBS. It is my cable I bought. I'll test it out on a different cable just to make sure. But I bought like a 30-foot long cable that supposedly is like 4K 60 or 4K 30 at least, and that's only shooting in 1080p. So I thought it would be good, but doesn't seem to be working. Is Metal excited? I hope so. I hope his daughter's excited. Welcome in. Probably Streamlabs. Gross. I mean, Streamlabs is fine, I guess. I wouldn't use it, but it's fine. Uses up a lot more CPU, and I don't really use Streamlabs like integrations and stuff like that, so. All right, it's firm. So much so that the camera's shaking. Okay, so we're good there. We'll flip back to here. I'm gonna put this guy in before I forget. Ow. Can't wait for your new website. Dude, I can't wait for my new website coming out. I meant to email those people today and just be like, hey, where are we at? Give me an update. I don't know what's going on. Give me a detailed update. I want to know now. Okay, there we go. Put this back on. Seeing this, I might not buy a PS5 at $250-ish and you could play almost anything with it. Yeah, exactly. Like you could go with, yeah, throw like a decent, maybe like older gen GPU in here. Get a little bit more RAM, a little bit better SSD. Easy. Easy peasy. Now, will it play at PS5 capabilities? Maybe not. But, you know, just kind of depends on how you plan on using it, if it's worth it for you, you know? Hopefully these fans can daisy chain. If not, I've got a splitter for RGB. Can these fans daisy chain the RGB? What? What? Okay, so I see power there. I see that. I think they are daisy chaining, but in a funky way. So we'll plug this in and we'll find out when we turn it on if that daisy chain is real. Come on. Yes, please. Wait. Oh, that's not a RGB header? Is it not? UART1. I think that might not actually be an RGB header. These might just have to rock as rainbow colors for now. Okay. What's up, Trap? She has no idea, but she'll be stoked. Yeah, I love that. But what is this? This is a super budget computer for Mr. Metal here's kiddo, so that she can play like Roblox and Fortnite. Talking $500 for a little gaming PC. All right, let's start plugging stuff in. First we have, it's not labeled, but I think that's USB. Yep, there it is. It is labeled. I lied. USB. Plug that in. Okay. Now we've got our USB 3. We're gonna figure out where that is. There's one right there. So we'll come out the side. She'll probably cry. My daughter plays Roblox on mine all the time. Hey, let's go. She even has me change the RGB to pink and purple. Let's go. She plays on her garbage laptop, so she'll not know what to do. At this point, a PC is the better investment and upgradable, for sure. 3060 Ti is cheap now, especially if you find a used one. Okay, we'll get all of our front power stuff connected here. So we got HDD LED there. Get our power LEDs here. And then we've got our power switch, yep, there, okay. So that's all done. And we've got SATA back here to connect. And there it is, there's our HD audio. I was looking for you. If she gets into more games, we'll look at a GPU and our upgraded storage, yep. And looking here, there is the ability to upgrade storage right here. So you can throw in another M.2 SSD there. You can obviously throw a SATA drive if you need to, and then, yeah. The GPU, you'll just have to be cognizant of your power supply, you know? Okay, so all the stuff that's in here is plugged in. Let's get our power supply. What up? How we doing, Andrew? Make sure to mess around with my in-game graphics settings right now. Yeah, let's go. Oh. There we go. Really starting to think COD's rendering just sucks. It does. It 100% does. She'll probably want to set her RGB to pink and white. Gonna be the theme of her entire setup. White monitor, white KVM. Nice. Hopefully, I think you'll be able to, I think the reset button on here is actually for controlling the fan RGB based on how the connections look. So that should be possible. We'll find out. The case is at least pink though. Exclamation point specs, Lemons. Exclamation point specs. All right, let's get our power supply in here. Normally I would get Lazy Susan out here, but like this computer is so small, I don't think it's even worth taking the effort to get her out, you know? There you go. It feels wrong. Would that 550 support a 3060 Ti? Probably. It would definitely support a 3060. 3060 Ti, you're pushing it a little bit, but it should be okay. What up, Arcadia? This has me thinking, do you only build with new parts? I typically only build with new parts. If I were to do one with used parts, I would have to put a lot of asterisks on it and say, like, you know, if something breaks, you know, if a used part breaks, then like I'm obviously not going to like replace that for you or anything like that, because like I can't certify the quality of a used component, you know. So I usually try and steer clear of it. I've done it once or twice, like used a used part here and there, but it's pretty rare, and usually it's when it's like supplied by the customer. Okay, so we got our CPU power in there. Let's get our motherboard power in here now. A little gentle. With the MATX board, there's not as much support kind of hanging out around here. So when you put that motherboard power cable in, which tends to be pretty stiff and takes a decent amount of force to get it in, you got to be a little careful. You don't want to ruin your motherboard or bend it too much. Okay, so everything's now plugged in. At this point, it's just doing a little cable management, you know? And by little, I mean kind of a lot. Do I have some more cable ties in here? I do. Okay, good. Don't send Red a box if you'd like him to keep it. Why would I keep it? Oh man, I should have started cable management a little bit earlier. Why would I keep a box? Lemons. Kept the GPU box, good thing too. Something happened to your GPU? Can't remember. Sort this guy out a little bit here before I go any further. The gamer PC good for COD? Yes, the gamer PC is good to be able to play COD. Good enough to play COD, I guess I should say. Just show the wife, she said she's going to flip. Yeah, love that. And then just the most adorable computer you've ever seen. I have like the theme song for Nacho Libre stuck in my head somehow, and I don't know why. Hey, what's up, Mrs. Metal? I'm the wife. Our daughter's going to love this. I'm trying to be good and not spoil the surprise. Oh, that's so hard. I'm so bad at doing that. I don't like trying to keep surprises. All right. Take a look at the front and see if we need to clean it up at all. Okay. All right, there it is. It's tiny, it's cute. It's gonna play some games. What more could you ask for, all right? What more could you ask for? Look at that. I'm terrible, Southern Metal will concur. It's hard. It's hard. All right, chat. Well, like I said at the beginning, it's gonna be a short build stream, but I think you guys know what time it is. If you've been here at least once, you know what time it is. I want to see a bunch of fire emojis in the chat so that we can fire up this brand new, probably the cutest gaming PC we will ever build, and we can show it off to Metal and Mrs. Metal. And just like, look how great it is. You guys believe this case is only like 50 bucks? I mean, like it, you know, you can kind of tell that it's not like a $150 Lee & Lee case, but it looks great. You know, it looks good. Look good, feel good. Feel good, play good, right? Hold on, I want to bring that up. Oh, am I maxed? Okay. Bring that back just a little bit so the whole thing's in shot. All right, Arcadia, Amy, David, Jatana. Come on, I want to see some more. I want to see some more people. I want to see it. I want to see every fire emoji imaginable. Right here, right now. I'll give you guys another 20 seconds while I move my camera, okay? When I get back over there, I want to see them. I want to see all those emojis. Otherwise, we're just gonna. I won't be able to turn it on until I see all the emojis. Okay, you know the rules. Oh, look at all those emojis. Metal, Arcadia, David Hendrickson. Okay. The most adorable gaming PC of 2024. It's got a Ryzen 5 8500G, 8 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM from Crucial, a 512 M.2, a 512 gigabyte M.2 SSD, this adorable DIY PC case, 550 watt power supply, and a micro ATX motherboard. Let's see it. Ooh, that's so cool. What do we think, y'all? What do we think? All right, let's see if we can change the colors on the... Oh, we can, look at that. There we go, white. Boom, white and pink, there it is. Per the request. Here, maybe I need to turn off this huge light back here. That'll make it a little more obvious, yeah? White and pink, right there. Ta-da! I want to show her so bad, though. Stock cooler is crazy. You sure that's enough, though? It's gonna have to be. No, it will be enough. For the 8500G, it's just a 6-core CPU. It should be plenty to keep that little CPU cool. Because the CPU by itself doesn't produce a lot of heat, and the case is super well ventilated too. So don't show her. August 20th can't come soon enough. Oh, you guys have to hold on to this until the 20th? I forgot, to be honest. Don't show her. But yeah, Sean, I mean, for the CPU that it's got in it, it should be fine. You also got to keep in mind, this entire computer, Sean, was only $500. Like in parts, it's just under $500. So there were some things that like we just couldn't do, right? Like, would I have loved to put more RAM in it? Sure. Would I have loved to give it like a $20 CPU cooler that maybe is a little bit better? Sure. Would I have liked to give it a terabyte SSD instead of 512? Absolutely. Unfortunately, that's it's just kind of the way it goes. What's up, Mitch? How we doing? Yes, this is all new parts, all modern, like new gen hardware in terms of the things that matter. So like it's DDR5, it's an AM5 CPU, AM5 motherboard. You've got room to grow, like you can add another M.2 SSD here. So when 512 becomes a little obsolete at that point, you can add another M.2. You could add a GPU in here. You could even add, SATA drives if you need those. Yeah, it's kind of like absolute base budget, but with the opportunity to upgrade over time. And even just throwing in a GPU in here, like if you get a 3060 or a 4060 or something in here, or even something older that's even cheaper, like throw one of those in there, and like this goes from playing Fortnite and Roblox to being able to play Call of Duty, right? Like it's got a lot of potential. There's just there's only so much you can do at that budget, right? Yeah, exactly. That was kind of my thought, was like I didn't want them to be shoehorned into old hardware that in order to upgrade would mean basically rebuilding the whole computer minus maybe the case and the power supply. So that was kind of the idea behind it. Also, I wanted to make a video. I'm going to make a video on the capabilities of this as a sub $500 gaming PC. And yeah, just give them the opportunity to where if she really likes it and she wants to grow into it, or wants it to grow with her, whatever, you know what I want to say. If she wants to do that, it's possible without rebuilding the entire thing. Like you can swap out RAM really easily. You can add another SSD really easily. You can throw a GPU in really easily. And those are all like quick upgrades to take this from where it's at currently to like a whole nother level of gaming. She's only gonna be 12, so I figured wait until she's older before going all out. Absolutely, like I totally get it. She's gonna be playing Roblox and Fortnite, and I looked around, did some research, and made sure that like this would be capable of doing that, and it is. So from what I've been able to tell, the CPU's onboard APU should be able to play Fortnite at like low settings around 80 FPS average, which honestly, for what this is, like that's pretty incredible. With your experience, what's the most stable motherboard with a 7800X 3D? I would probably personally go with either like an Asus TUF. X670E would be like one of the better ones to go with. I mean, there's plenty of them out there. It's less to do with just like, get a good quality motherboard. It's less to do with just like a specific motherboard model as much as it is like spend the right amount of money on a good motherboard, and then make sure you have everything up to date like it should be. You can always throw a better cooler in. Yeah, exactly. Like that's all stuff that's like it's simple. It's it's cheap. Like you can get better, like a 32 gig kit of RAM for as little as like $85 if you get the good stuff. A good CPU cooler that will like more than cool this CPU would be like $20. Like you can get one of these little guys. I made a video on it for like this little Thermalright CPU that I have here, it's not on anything right now, obviously, but this is an $18 CPU cooler, and it would have absolutely zero issue keeping that thing cool. Like under full load, that thing will be under 60 degrees. So yeah, there's lots of opportunities to upgrade it over time. But you know, it doesn't need them all right now. You haven't built a PC in 5 years, so it's time for me to build a new one for yourself. Hey, let's go. I do offer, like if you're looking to build your own, I do offer like curated build lists. So if you can give me like a budget, you know, what you want it to look like a little bit, and like, you know, anything else that you might have in mind, I can curate a build list for you that you can then purchase the parts and build it. This PC is more meant for a future upgrade path while making a new PC that doesn't exactly, Sean. That's exactly what I was going for. Like I wanted it to have an upgrade path, like an easy upgrade path with minimal effort, while also still being able to do what they want to do today, which is Roblox, Fortnite. I'm sure like she'll end up using this for like school stuff as well at some point. So it should be capable of doing all of that today, and then it's easy to upgrade it in the future because it's all on new gen hardware. Guys got me talking so much, I'm thirsty. Get some more water. I'm not peeing. I'm filling up my water, okay? And no, I don't have moonshine on tap. This is just water, okay? This is water. Alrighty, any other questions, thoughts, suggestions, criticisms? What do we got? What do you got for me? Particularly criticisms, that's what I want to hear right now. About the most extensive thing I do, you render your 10-minute videos in DaVinci and stream live. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that's, I mean, yeah, the keys there is just, you know, making sure you have enough CPU cores. You're gonna want a decent amount of RAM, and then, you know, a solid GPU. Yeah, if you're interested, like, obviously don't feel, just because I'm live and I'm telling you about it, don't feel like you have to reach out and do this. But like, if you are interested and you feel a little bit lost because you haven't built a computer in a while, and you want to you want a little bit of help on, you know, getting a list started, feel free to reach out. Rig now is about 5 years old. Ryzen 7 3800X, 32 gigs DDR4, RTX. This thing kind of blocks that. Hold on. $2070, I think it says. There's like the heart thing is blocking that little corner. It works great. Just want to build a new one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let me know if you you know, shoot me a DM or an email. You can DM me on Twitter or Facebook, or if you want to just send me an email, more than happy to do that. You may not do RGB this time. I love a good non-RGB build. Hold on, let me show you guys my absolute favorite computer that I've built in recent months. Hold on, let me find my albums, PCs. Where is it? Did I put it in here yet? Nope, I did not. Library. Hold on, how long ago did I build this computer? It was a little while ago. Here we go, this one. Check that out. No RGB, it's all Noctua. It's all Noctua fans, Noctua cooler. That's even got the Noctua 4080 Super in it, with the fractal North case. I love this thing. It's so cool. Literally one of my favorite PCs ever. that I've built. The only reasonable criticism, of course, is the RAM. Yeah, I did everything I could. I didn't want to put this RAM in there. I wanted to put at least 16 gigs in there, but it was pushing my budget over the edge, and I just, like, the only other thing I could think to do would have been to like put like a 256 gig SSD in there, but that's like, that would mean half of it is taken up by the operating system, and I just couldn't do it. So yeah, Metal, get more RAM as your first upgrade. but as is, it'll be okay. And I checked, and like Roblox and Fortnite can both play with that much RAM, so it's fine. But you'll want more down the road. Yeah, Sean, that was my biggest like hurdle too. I really wanted more, but literally this was like $22 of RAM. May grab another stick as the first upgrade. There you go. Yeah, it's literally, yeah, it was like $24. So, what does the fans do in the PC? It gives it fresh air to keep it cool. So these fans are bringing in, so these two fans. Oh, weird. These are all set up as exhaust fans. So that's interesting. I might need to fix that before I ship it out. I mean, it'll be fine. It'll just pull in fresh air from in here. But so typically what happens is you have fans in here blowing air in. You'll have this fan and maybe fans on top pushing air out. And then this one here in the center is blowing air across that heat sink so that you get convective cooling, forced convective cooling, which is much more powerful than natural convective cooling to keep your CPU cool. The more fans your PC, the better. Yeah, I mean, yes. And short answer, yes. The more if you can fit more in your case, you know, it never hurts to put more in there. There is definitely a point of diminishing returns with that. At some point, you know, like if I threw 6 more fans in here, the performance of this case or this computer is going to be exactly the same. Like you're not going to notice any difference at all. But you know, if you had a big thirsty GPU in here and, you know, maybe a more powerful CPU in here, throwing more fans in would make a difference. What up, Hobo? Can we just appreciate how incredible this camera does now? I got this new Sony ZV-E10. Look at that, look at that. The focus is good. The camera, the picture quality, ugh, so good. I'm very happy with this purchase. Hit a PR 21 kills, catching up to you. Was that on big map or small map? Yeah, I think what's my PR is 23, like all-time PR. I think it's 23. I want that camera myself. I got it used from a guy on Facebook Marketplace, and basically what I did, it had the stock lens, the kit lens with it, and so I just swapped it for one of my other cameras. So this one that's behind me that isn't working at the moment yet has the kit lens from this camera, and I put my Sigma lens on this one. It's fun building PCs until that first boot, and then you're holding your breath. I've kind of gotten over that at this point. After 210 builds, like, it's pretty rare that it doesn't boot on the first try. Small, but I got my first solo win on big map. Hey, there you go. Okay, guys. How does the integrated graphics from the PC hold up? I don't know. We've never used it. But yeah, no, I mean, from what I've seen from tests, it works really well. I did a bit of research on that CPU before suggesting it for this build. No, it seems to do a really good job. By far, the new 8000 series APUs are like the most powerful integrated graphics like ever right now. So, okay, you see the case? Where's the components in there? You see it? Come on, you can see them. There's no GPU. It's just the integrated GPU. I need to run to the little boys' room before we play some games. So I'm gonna end the YouTube stream. If you guys wanna hang out and watch me play some games, you can head on over to Kick. But I just wanna say a huge thank you to everyone, including Metal and Mrs. Metal for trusting me when I said, hey, like I can't let you buy, I just couldn't let you guys buy that one on Amazon. So I appreciate you guys letting me do this for you. And yeah, if you're on YouTube, we will see you next time. Feel free to head on over to kick.com/redneck engineer if you want to see me play some video games with Mr. Rytech, right? All right, have fun, subscribe to the channel. Hey, thank you so much, Sean, I appreciate it. Yeah, of course, Metal, of course. All right, if you're on YouTube, I will see you later. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. If you're on Kick, don't leave.